One of the biggest reasons why people aren't making money right now is that they're using the wrong strategies. They're using the wrong strategies, not from a trading perspective, but from like a life and careers perspective, because they're listening to advice from past generations that really don't fit into today's world. For instance, the advice of, well, go and get an MBA and all your problems will be solved. No, do you know how much MBAs cost these days? And the time that it takes to get the MBA is actually taking you time from working. So then what happens is you end up with an MBA freaking tuition bill of maybe $40,000 to $50,000 to $60,000, $70,000, and for those 2 years you didn't work. So then when you go and look for a job, you actually can't find a high-paying job in today's marketplace. This is very much the case. Also, the piss poor advice of, well, owning is better than renting, and forcing people who are not equipped to be homeowners to become house broke. These are old school mentalities. Also, the whole advice of, well, Warren Buffett doesn't buy crypto, so you shouldn't either. This is such bad advice because it's coming from a bygone era. So if you want to make money in today's world, pay attention to what's happening right now. Try to see the future, not chase the past. A lot of the numbers from previous generations as it relates to, let's just say, home values, for instance, like the rent cost versus the owning cost. Before, the owning cost was cheaper than the renting cost, you can argue. But now the renting cost is cheaper than the owning cost. So when the numbers shake up on you, you can't use that old ass advice. Like, that just doesn't make sense anymore when you actually break down the numbers on an Excel sheet and you really look, do I actually save money after owning a house? Like, what about amortization schedules, right? Like, people are using old school advice that does not apply to today's numbers. You can't say, oh, well, just buy treasury bonds. What happens when the US dollar depreciates? I don't know. I don't want to find out. I'm looking at other assets because I know that things that were previously true potentially could not be true moving forward. So if there's one lesson in investing as well, is times change. Change is inevitable. Do not consistently hold on to old advice without thinking in today's terms based on what we're seeing going on in today's world. It's a very different story now.